Many reports over recent months claiming that Iran is now delivering hundreds of so-called suicide drones to Russia, including the Ukrainians, showcasing the actual hardware that they recover. But despite the Kremlin and Tehran denying these military supplies for the war in Ukraine, there's ample sign that the two countries, under international sanction, have been ramping up their level of collaboration and have only deepened ties, directly immersed in conflict together now in both the Middle East and Eastern Europe. We're joined by Alexander Greenberg, an Iran expert from the Jerusalem Institute for Strategic Studies and formerly an officer in the IDF's military intelligence. So thanks for being with us. Look, where do Israel-Russia relations sit right now as we're reading reports about Israel wondering if they have any leverage, anywhere near the amount of leverage needed to get Russia to even slow down ties with Iran? Where does that argument sit between Russia and Israel?
I don't think that as of now, the level of cooperation between Iran and Russia achieved the level of formal declarations by both countries, because what we hear of expanded strategic cooperation between Iran and Russia is by and large only words. It is true that Iran keeps supplying to Russia the crucially important loitering munition. The Shahed is not a drone or a UAV, properly speaking, but a primitive cruise missile. But it is because Iran managed to refill a certain niche that the Russians have neglected over the years, but it is not much more than that. It is true that there are rumors about the upcoming delivery and supply of fighter jets to Iran from Russia, but still they have not yet been delivered.
Well, from battlefield accounts in Ukraine, it appears that at least Russia is heavily deploying a lot of the these lingering munitions that they're getting from these types of cruise missiles from Iran. But look, Russia clearly now deeply allied with Iran. Whatever form this is taking on the ground, the countries are close. Is this, from the Israeli perspective, one of the worst developments that could take place in the efforts to stop Tehran's nuclear ambitions?
No, it is more complicated than that, because it is true that the objective circumstances enforce more cooperation between Iran and Russia, and it is not good from the point of view of Israel. But still, let's never forget that Iran and Russia don't exactly love each other. The history of relationship between the two countries is very complicated, to say the least. And here again, in principle, if the Russians expand their cooperation with Iran, including weapons delivery, it could be the worst from the point of Israel, but still, nothing of that has yet still happened, and the last thing Russians want to do now is to help Iran from the point of view of the nuclear program. Let's not forget either that Iran and Russia compete with each other regarding, for example, trade of oil, crude petrol, etc., etc. So Russia does not produce anything except for weapons. It is not clear how successfully the Russian military industry will be able to carry out the orders, because currently the Russian military industry cannot produce enough weapons for the main effort in Ukraine, let alone for abroad orders. So it's not just, it is dangerous. Yes. It is one must be vigilant, but still much of what we are scared of has not yet happened.
Well, that's good news for now. I know this is obviously where a lot of attention is on in this arena, ours as well. So thanks for being with us, Alexander Greenberg from Jerusalem.
Thank you.